Jackie. Hello, John.
What are you doing, pal?
I know. I've been walking up there and I stopped here because it's...
This is all at one wee spot as well. Is he?
Start stoning.
Taking a photo, but I don't care.
No. Just right enough there, actually, in the park, right enough.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, they're moving! They're moving, Evie!
Yeah!
Hey!
Where are you going?
You're not going anywhere at all.
They'll be even showing us because it's going to be the rain.
You will go then! Aye, history in the making.
I need to be in, I need to be in here.
Yeah.
You need to be off that.
Who are we waiting for the North East?
I don't know. Where are we walking? Is this, where are we? We're meant to move us on for the moment.
Should we go together?
That's not really
doesn't matter, does it? Sorry?
I've seen photographs.
Yeah, so was that. Sorry, I was videoing that turned round. Just so what a backdrop to the...
I know, I got photographs.
Oh, I like that. Look, this chap here, a 40. Evelyn, they're a 40. There's the card one. What do you want to get there? Today. It's all a bit quiet, isn't it? There's Richard. There's Richard in the car. He just turned his back.
Who's that boy that had the thing in his back? He's there again.
Oh, is he?
He's up there.
Oh, I see him.
Because when she said to her, how do you feel about having to come here? She said, well, we just call this place Moves.
Jab.
And she says, what do you mean? She says, well, your grand landlord disabled and you come out there on a bit for once. It's a miracle. Thanks for telling me that, Ruth. Now, we'll be talking about the women, the voices that we need to hear during this. It's hugely important that women are heard in this whole debate, and we are so lucky in our government in Scotland to have a woman who is intelligent, who has a fantastic ability to get a message across, and I have to say, as health...
standing here looking out at this fabulous, fantastic crowd of people. I am so deeply proud to be part of this movement, this peaceful, democratic, aspirational, inspirational movement to make our country, our small corner of this planet, equal and independent. And I am so incredibly proud to think that just 1 year from today, we might be having a rest. But if we do our jobs properly over these next 12 months, we will be celebrating a historic victory in our nation's past, but a historic victory that will secure our country's future. When I, as a much younger woman than I am right now, when I first marched up Calton Hill, I, with many thousands of others, was campaigning for a Scottish Parliament. And you know, the voices then that told us we couldn't do it, we were too small and too poor to have a parliament of our own.
Same voices.
Or the same voices, in some respects with the same arguments that we hear now saying no to independence. Well, do you know something? Those voices were wrong then, and those voices are wrong today. Parliament not too far from here, that we have free education, that we have a national health service safe from privatisation, that we are proud to say that universal services are not a something-for-nothing culture, they are a mark of a civilised culture and society. We have these things because we have the power to decide them. And if we become independent, as I believe we will, then so too will we have the powers to say no to the bedroom tax. So too will we have the power to rid our country once and for all of trident weapons of mass destruction. Because it is independence that will give us that precious ability that countries the world over cherish and take for granted to build a better country, a more prosperous country and a fairer country for everybody who chooses to live here. That's why I want Scotland to be independent. You know, there are two things that drive my passion for Scottish independence. One is that we are one of the richest countries on this planet. Don't let anybody on the no side tell you Scotland cannot afford to be independent. But alongside that fabulous wealth, we are also one of the most unequal countries in the world, and that is not good enough for the Scotland we love. Independence is about ensuring that we access that wealth and make the decisions that turn this country into the fairer, more socially just country that we know it can be, that we want it to be, and that we are going to build. That is the point, the benefit of independence, and that, friends, is what we are going to win. Each and every one of us has a precious opportunity and a big responsibility. Let us give people right around this country the facts, the evidence, the answers to the questions. But let us do something else too. Let us go from here today and resolve to seek to inspire our fellow Scots, to ask them to imagine a different future, a better future, Scotland's future in Scotland's hands. Let us ask them to imagine that future, and then on the 18th of September next year to reach out and to grab that future
whole adult life believing in an independent Scotland, long before she was a politician, and sat with a politics class with her and admired her tenacity, her belief and her passion then. It would be a bit emotional to see her up here 25 years later, looking decidedly younger than me. Nicola said, you know, we should seek to inspire change. Well, perhaps I'm a Sikh that might inspire a wee bit of change. Make jokes. That's what I do. And we've got a wee bit of music all the way from Carnoustie.
And great. For generations they have bred on fear and doubt. They peddle fear. They thrive on doubt. They even now call themselves Project Fear. That doubts can be overcome and fears can be dispelled. For 40 years, this nation's resources have bankrolled Westminster. That for 40 years, they've told us we're subsidised. For 50 years, they have polluted this country with missiles and bombs and told us it was all for peace. For a quarter of a century, they have promised social progress but delivered the fourth most unequal society in the developed world. These forces tax. And the people want a parliament which invests the nation's resources in things that matter, like childcare. Therefore, any government I lead will not engage in illegal conflict and will place a constitutional ban on the possession of nuclear weapons. The people's powers can only come with independence. But we should remember, a yes vote next year won't be a victory for the SNP or the Yes campaign, or even a victory for the many parties and interests and enthusiasms who have gathered here today. It will be a vote for choice, a vote for the people's right to choose. It will be therefore.
And hear the battle cry, feel the pain when you hear the distant pipe. Loud and clear, 1,000 voices high, I can hear the nation tonight. Across the sea and far, flags fly so high.
Guys, can I just say, first of all, I've been in tears throughout today. I thought the speakers today were absolutely fantastic. It's really emotional. I'm so proud to be here today. Well done. This song I wrote probably about a year ago now. It's dedicated to my grandfather, who sadly passed away about a year ago. So it's dedicated towards him. I'm delighted to be asked along to come and play it today. Also, this is the last chance to sing along. So the words are, and we'll meet one day on the banks of the Tay, and let Scotland be ours today. So please sing along. Please sing along.
Meet one day on the banks of the Tay, let Scotland be ours again.
I miss my mother, and I miss my father. I miss my brother, my sister and friends, and I miss my loved ones. So much I could cry.
Drop your gloves, pal.
When I'm not laying under these blue Scottish skies, and I like to join them, but before too long we'll sit round singing all these old Scottish songs. We'll sit by the fire and drink whiskey till dawn. Well, I can't believe I've been away for so long. I'd like to tell them I love them, oh, and I'd like to tell them I care. I'd like to tell them I love them, oh, and I'd like to tell them I care. And we'll meet one day on the banks of the Tay, and let Scotland be ours today. Well, Scotland is ours today. Well, Scotland is ours today. Scotland is ours today. They say that water's the future's currency, and it's more valuable than gold. We live in this land of plenty, oh, and it's time to refold. We live in this land of plenty, oh, and it's time to refold. Up in these high Scottish mountains and through these freshwater streams, welcome, follow me down through broken Darien dreams, and every empire has its ending. Well, each one has its gone. Well, come on now, Scotland. Well, let's take it on. And we'll meet one day on the banks of the Tay, and let Scotland be ours today. And we'll meet one day on the banks of the Tay, and let Scotland be ours today. Scotland is ours today. Oh, Scotland is ours today. I know this man who won't see 2014. Oh, but he's lying, smiling. The fires he let us soon be seen. Oh, and I know this man who won't see 2014. Oh, but he's lying, smiling. The fires you let us Cindy sing. Everybody. And we'll meet one day on the banks of the day, and let Scotland be ours today. And we'll meet one day on the banks of the day, and let Scotland be ours today. Well, Scotland is ours today. Scotland is ours today. Okay, everyone's going to sing along. And we'll meet one day on the banks of the Thames. And we'll meet one day on the banks of the Thames, and let Scotland be ours today. Scotland is ours today.